Imagine you're deep in the Peruvian Andes, exploring ancient ruins. You stumble upon a hidden entrance, a dark mall leading into the earth. What lies inside? The discovery was made by a team led by Dr. John Rick from Stanford University. They were using modern technology, including camera-equipped robots, to peek into places humans hadn't seen in millennia. What they found was a network of passages, chambers, and aqueducts, meticulously carved from stone, deep beneath the main temple. They named this new section the Condor Gallery, and it quickly became clear this was a major find. The tunnels are narrow, sometimes only allowing a single person to squeeze through. They twist and turn, leading to dead ends, small chambers, and openings that seem to go nowhere. The Chavin culture, which flourished from around 1200 to 500 BC, is known for its advanced stonework and complex religious iconography. Their main temple at Chavin was a major ceremonial center, drawing pilgrims from all across the Andes. But these tunnels don't seem to be for public access. So, what were they for? One of the leading theories is that they were part of a sophisticated acoustic system. The layout of the passages, combined with carefully placed water channels, could have been used to create disorienting and powerful sound effects. Picture this. You are a pilgrim, chosen to enter the sacred depths of the temple.
You crawl through a dark, narrow passage.
Suddenly, the roar of a jaguar or the rushing of a mighty river echoes around you, seemingly coming from the very stone itself. But there's no jaguar, no river, just the clever manipulation of sound and water by the Chavin priests. The priests could have used conch shell trumpets, called patutas, blown into specific openings to amplify and distort the sound, making it seem like the gods themselves were speaking from within the earth. This would have been an incredibly powerful tool for religious control, creating an experience of awe, fear, and divine presence. Archaeologists found several of these patutas within the tunnel system, lending strong support to this acoustic theory. They also found evidence of psychoactive substances being used, possibly derived from the San Pedro cactus. The combination of sensory deprivation in the dark tunnels, mind-altering drugs, and terrifying otherworldly sounds would have created an intense and transformative spiritual experience. It was a form of psychological theater designed to reinforce the power of the priests and the reality of their spirit world. The tunnels weren't just architecture. They were an engine for religious ecstasy and control. But the sound theory isn't the only one. Another possibility is that the tunnels were part of an intricate water worship system. The Chavin people lived in a region where water was a critical, life-giving force, but also a destructive one with seasonal floods. The complex network of canals running through the tunnels could have been used to manage water flow, both practically and ceremonially. By controlling the water, the priests could demonstrate their power over the natural world. The sound of rushing water through the tunnels would have been a constant reminder of this divine authority. In this view, the tunnels were a place where the human and supernatural worlds met, mediated by the lifeblood of the Andes, water. This brings us to the most mysterious object found at the site, the Lanzon. It's a massive 15-foot-tall granite monolith, carved in the shape of a fanged deity, part human, part jaguar, part reptile. It stands at the very heart of the old temple, at the crossing of two underground passages. The Lanzon is locked in place, wider than the entrance to its chamber, meaning the entire temple complex was built around it. It was the central access, the most sacred idol of the Chavin religion. Only high priests would have been able to access it through the dark tunnels. Imagine their ritual journey, navigating the labyrinth by the light of a single torch, the sounds of the underworld echoing around them, finally arriving before this terrifying, supreme god. The newly discovered Condor Gallery adds another layer to this. It's located at a similar depth to the Lanzon chamber, but is part of a separate, later construction phase. It seems the Chavin were constantly expanding and modifying their underground world. In this new gallery, archaeologists found a large, beautifully polished stone bowl with a condor carved on its side, hence the name. The condor, a creature that soars between the heavens and the earth, was a powerful symbol. This suggests the rituals performed here might have been different, perhaps focused on a different aspect of their cosmology. What's truly fascinating is that this gallery was deliberately sealed off around 3,000 years ago. Why? Was it to protect the sacred space from outsiders? Or was there a change in religious doctrine that made these specific rituals obsolete or even forbidden? The seal is composed of tons of earth and rock, indicating a very final and intentional closure. It's like they were putting a part of their religion to rest, bearing it forever. The archaeologists who unsealed it were the first to lay eyes on its contents in 3 millennia. Inside, along with the condor bowl, they found ceramics and other offerings. It was a time capsule, a snapshot of the very last ceremony ever performed in that space. This is what makes archaeology so captivating. It's a detective story with clues that are thousands of years old. The Chavan people left no written records. Everything we know about them, we have to piece together from the objects and structures they left behind. These tunnels are a massive piece of the puzzle, but they also create more questions. Why? The obsession with the underground. Why the complex, disorienting layout? Why lead to nowhere? Perhaps the nowhere was the point. The tunnels weren't a transportation system. They were a destination in themselves. A place to get lost. A place where the normal rules of the world didn't apply. It was a liminal space, a threshold between the physical and the spiritual. By entering the tunnel, you were leaving the world of the living and entering the realm of the gods and ancestors. The dead ends and confusing passages weren't a design flaw. They were part of the experience, designed to break down your sense of self and open your mind to the divine. The work at Chavandawanta is far from over. Dr. Rick's team believes there are still many more tunnels and chambers waiting to be discovered. Each new discovery could rewrite our understanding of this enigmatic culture. Using ground-penetrating radar and robotic explorers, they continue to map this subterranean world, inch by inch. Who knows what they'll find next? Perhaps another sealed gallery, another sacred idol, or a clue that finally explains the ultimate purpose of this incredible underground labyrinth. The story of the Chavan tunnels is a powerful reminder that there are still so many mysteries buried beneath our feet. Ancient civilizations were not primitive. They were incredibly sophisticated, with a deep understanding of engineering, psychology, and the natural world. They built wonders that continue to challenge and inspire us today. This 3,000-year-old tunnel to nowhere is not an empty void. It's filled with the echoes of a lost world. A world of powerful gods, mystical journeys, and secrets we are only just beginning to unravel. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey deep into the heart of the Andes. What do you think these tunnels were for? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you love exploring ancient mysteries like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next adventure. See you next time.